Partnerships, community, podcast, friends presented by AdQuick Happy Monday Future Party. Looks like LeBron James is readying a new sports career. No, not 2 more years playing with the Philadelphia 76ers. It's the launch of a golf channel on YouTube, simply titled LeBron James. The channel follows LeBron playing golf with his friends and dining at local restaurants, with new episodes dropping monthly. Amazing. Get that bag. Braun, daily top trends. YouTube, Avengers, Doomsday, X, Twitter, Adam Scott, Google, Randy Burns, Reddit, Spider Man, Brand New Day, Letterboxd, The End of Oak Street, Spotify, Tonight, Mirage generates 24/7. News and AI startup called Mirage hosted a day long, fully AI generated news broadcast to show off its avatar tech. The big picture. Every day, it seems like some startup is looking to replace humans with AI avatars. But relying on AI for the news isn't just about whether it's possible to pull off, it's about whether people trust the tech to report it accurately. Behind the scenes, Mirage, which is already valued at $500 million, used its Avatar X model and $3,000 in tokens for Claude Code, ChatGPT's image generator, and Google's Gemini text to speech feature to pull off the 24-hour experiment. The news broadcast, dubbed Mirage News Network, featured 4 AI-generated news anchors modeled after 80s-style newscasters, according to Variety. It covered real stories licensed from Reuters, featuring video packages from actual journalists and stock footage. There were even AI-generated commercials. It also included AI interview guests, about a dozen venture capitalists who agreed to have their likenesses used and approved the scripts. Hilariously, Firefest's Billy McFarland was part of the group. Unsurprisingly, the AI newscasters got a lot of things wrong, including calling an actual woman in one of the Reuters video packages President Trump. Mirage corrected the inaccuracies via posts on X last broadcast. The broadcast reached 5,000 viewers on X and garnered 82,400 impressions, partly from accounts that were paid to promote it, like Historic Vids, which has 6.1 million followers. Mirage CEO Gaurav Misra said the goal was never to fool people into thinking the broadcast was real, but to see if people might actually be interested in nakedly apparent AI-generated newscasters commenting on real headlines. There was plenty of signage announcing that it was all AI. People may have been interested during this first live stream, but several national surveys show that Americans are really not fans of the idea, at least right now. In May, 40% of Americans told Gallup they would trust information less if they knew a newsroom used AI. The future. It wouldn't be surprising if some companies in Silicon Valley, which has suddenly become interested in media outlets, decide to roll out an AI news channel in a bid to prove that it can be impartial. Together with AdQuick bring OOCH into the modern marketing stack, AdQuick makes out-of-home advertising approachable, measurable, and performance-focused. Designed for marketers at startups and large brands alike, it combines digital efficiency with real-world reach, so your campaigns always hit the mark. More at adquick.com. Mascots are back to sell you everything. A new crop of brand mascots is showing up in ads, hoping to create an emotional connection with customers. Why it hits. Turns out, having a mascot is one of the best ways to build a relationship with customers, since it gives brands more control over their image than celebrities and can be more organically integrated into marketing. But brands need to be in it for the long haul, according to Vanessa Chin, SVP of Marketing at ad analytics firm System One. They need to use a mascot consistently for 3 years to see the most upside. Behind the creature. Maybe the best new metric for success is having a mascot that's huggable. Crocs rolled out a crocodile named Niles, a sort of emotional support animal embodying the casual vibe associated with its slip-on shoes, per CMO Carly Gomez. Liberty Mutual, which already has the famous Limu Emu, added a big-eyed yellow ball of fuzz named Liberty Biberty to its roster. IT services firm Infosys introduced a partly AI-generated Yeti named Leon that guides the company's execs through the outdoors. And even Apple got into the game with Little Find a Guy. At least that's what Apple fans are calling him. Stanley Black and Decker debuted Stan, a no nonsense talking toolbox, not very huggable. Final pitch. Mascots that truly take off in culture have the ability to give brands a boost anytime they trot them out. Take General Mills' Pillsbury Doughboy. When the company brought back the ticklish little baker last fall, cookie sales jumped 12.6% between September and December. That's a lot of dough. Why does that strategy work? Because, as Infosys CMO Sumit Vermani told WSJ, emotions play a disproportionate role in driving decision making. A mere inanimate logo, font, or typeface goes only so far. Next campaign. The new era of mascots is bound to lead to a lot of interesting mascot collabs. Together with Aramore Turns Out, we've been doing skincare all wrong, loose skin, wrinkles, lines. These aren't skin problems, they're cellular problems. So, why do most skincare products only work on the surface? Aramore goes where real aging begins, targeting your cells' NAD, the molecule needed to repair and restore cellular health. AKA, it can give your skin a smoother texture, fewer lines, and a more even tone. Reverses skin aging at the cellular level. First clinically proven NAD plus boosting topical skincare, backed by decades of research from Harvard and MIT. But don't let us, or Glossy, New Beauty, etc., convince you. Check out the raving reviews from fans. Save 20% site wide with code FUTURE20 deep dives. Read. Deadline sits down with the creator and cast of Apple's breakout horror comedy series, Widow's Bay. Watch. Filmmaker Jane Schoenbrunn breaks down a scene from their new film, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, for NYT. Listen, the town chats with Thunder Road founder Basil Iwanek about the state of the action movie genre. 4% of you voted the basics in Friday's poll. Do you know how to sew? How else were my Barbie dolls getting new wardrobes? Then it was dolls and critters for my nieces and nephews. I embroidered all over my jeans in the late 70s. I make pillows, curtains, Roman shades, and Halloween costumes, hem and alter basic garments. As a scoutmaster, I encourage the boys in my troop to ask whoever in their household did the most sewing to show them how to sew on their first advancement patch, and then to sew on their own going forward. The troop was not the neatest, but they did learn an additional step in taking care of themselves. My father learned in the army and taught me. It's a skill he still uses, and I can usually keep some of my favorite clothes around a little longer. Losing a button on my cardigan earlier this year nearly broke me. Let's keep the conversation going. Join Poll of the Day so your opinions can shine. Discover how your views line up with your peers, check out cool insights, and have some fun. It's data with personality, quick hits, entertainment, media, K5 Sports. An investment group led by Jeff Bezos is acquiring a minority stake in the Premier League's Liverpool Football Club, with the option to turn it into majority ownership. The season 4 premiere of Ted Lasso scored 296.6 million views in just 2 days, Apple TV's biggest season launch ever. Nate Bargatze broke the Guinness World Record for most stand-up comedy tour tickets sold, with his Big Dumb Eyes tour selling 20,254 tickets. Fashion, e-commerce. Dwayne Johnson is taking full control of his Project Rock brand after parting ways with Under Armour. Selena Gomez's mental health startup, Wondermind, is being sued over allegations of investor fraud. The Cheesecake Factory is now a stonk. Creator economy Reddit is officially joining the S&P 500. Digital brand architects acquired creator management firm V1 Ventures for an undisclosed amount. X wants you to check if you've been shadow banned, partnerships, community, podcast. Friends Today's email was written by David Vendrell, edited by Nick Comney, polled and copy edited by Kate Cuniff, published by Darlene Salazar.